my goal was not to accept any gifts, but to give gifts and to give of myself all month long. And so that's why we have this gathering, particularly for women, because as wives, as moms, as caregivers, as sisters, we often give so much of ourselves and don't expect anything in return. And so I wanted to share my birthday by celebrating all of you and sharing a little bit about what has been happening with and through me in the last year. So around this time last year, I made a decision to kind of challenge myself. You know, sometimes we go through things in life and we forget about it and we push it down and we don't address it. And so this time last year, while writing this book, Transformation Starts With Me, I challenged myself to deal with something in my life that I never talked about. And that was a situation that happened when I was younger. I was sexually molested by one of my cousins. And that experience for me was something that I hid. And you probably didn't have that experience in your life, but we all have something that we hide. We go to work, we go to church, we get dressed up, but we're not authentic. We're not real. And so while writing the book, and that's why I gave everybody a copy of the book, I realized that I had to deal with me. I had to deal with all of the things that I tried to forget about. I had to deal with the fact that I wasn't living into the fullness of who God called me to be. And so through that process from last year to this year, she is no longer afraid. And so as we gather today as ladies, as businesswomen, as entrepreneurs, as mothers, grandmothers, daughters, I want to challenge all of us to do that. We might not know the person sitting right next to us, all of the things that they've been through, that they've overcome, that they've endured, but we're here. We're here together. We've dealt with loss. We've dealt with death. We've dealt with trauma. And God knows as Black women, we're the most vulnerable in society. But we're still here. And we're stronger for it. And so I wanted to, again, give this book to you. If you guys want to keep it, you can. If you want to give it and gift it to a younger woman, please do that. Because we know that transformation starts with us. And that the world is waiting for us to be the change that it desires. And so there's a few things that I've learned on my journey. And I'm trying to say it without crying.
Why?
I don't know.
We're talking about being authentic.
So there's a few things I've learned this year. Number one, everything that we need is already inside of us. So there's something that I learned going through what I did when I was younger, and that was to not speak up, right? To hold it in, to hold a secret. And sometimes we hold things so much that we don't realize how powerful our voices are, how powerful we are. And so throughout this year of transformation and of challenging myself, I've learned that everything that I needed was already inside of me. All of the ideas, all of the new businesses, all of the new strategies and innovation that I needed in my life was not outside of me. It was already in me. The second thing I learned is to do it afraid. To take off the external expectations, to ignore the outside voices, and to be who God called me to be boldly even at the times when I was afraid. So let me give you an example of that. I have, in the last year, written this book, launched 2 courses, traveled, gotten a coach, everything that in years before I didn't think I could do. I didn't have the resources to do. And the moment that I made the decision to do it, everything I needed was already provided. And I don't know what your thing is. Maybe it's not a book. Maybe it's not a new business. Maybe it's not a course. But whatever it is, please do it afraid. Please do it afraid. And as you go step by step, God will provide everything that you need, all of the resources, all of the people. I can't believe that at this place in my life that I have a coach who is literally the #1 motivational speaker in the world. I can't believe that somebody gave me $15,000 for professional development. Last year I didn't know that was possible. But I just made up my mind that I was going to do it afraid. And then the last thing is give. Give everything. Give all you have to whatever your dream is, to whatever your goals are, to whoever it is that God has placed in your life to impact. Give it all that you have, because it will continue to come back to you. And so today, it might just be lunch, but to all of you, I give love. I give encouragement and hopefully inspiration and tears and authenticity, so that you all know, as Pastor would say, I love you, and there's nothing you can do about it.
And I always add, but I love you.
Thank you. So, we are a mess. So, again, lunch is on me. If you want anything additional, you can do that. Again, I'm not accepting any birthday gifts, but if you feel like you want to give, you can give to Pat. Or or there's an organization, if you do feel led to give, again, you don't have to, but if you feel led to give, there's an organization called Project Transformation that is very important to me, because it teaches literacy to children in marginalized areas. And they do that by giving internship to students of color. And so I love the organization for 2 reasons, because I was once that kid in the inner city of New York who needed a summer job, and that was the job that changed my life, and I'm doing the work that I'm doing today because of it. But also, I was the kid who never got on airplanes because we didn't have the money to, who only could read books and think about a life that I can't believe that I get to live now. And so Project Transformation is something that's really special to me. So if you feel led to give, you can write a check to Project Transformation, and that will be a wonderful way to continue giving back to those who are in need. I love y'all. Thank you so much for spending this day with me.